Hey guys, welcome back. This week, Kaseya Patches vulnerabilities exploited in their massive supply chain attack, a new malware able to livestream victims' computer screens, a new project aiming to crowdsource ransomware details, and our CVE of the week, a critical RCE in SolarWinds SerView that is being exploited in the wild. After the massive supply chain attack that took place on the 4th of July, Kaseya shut down all of their servers until they could fix the vulnerabilities that were exploited. Last Sunday, Kaseya fixed 7 vulnerabilities that were exploited in this attack. The vulnerabilities that were fixed include an SQL injection, authentication bypass, cross-site scripting, and remote code execution. These vulnerabilities were disclosed to Kaseya by the Dutch Institute of Vulnerability Disclosure and were fixed just 10 days after the massive attack. Besides these 7 vulnerabilities, Kaseya also resolved 3 other issues, including a flaw that allowed an unauthorized upload of files to the VSA server. For additional security, Kaseya recommends limiting access to the VSA web GUI to local IP addresses, and is forcing all its users to change passwords after downloading the patch. In other news, hackers are spreading a new malware that is able to livestream users' computer screens. Last week, security researchers at Trend Micro noticed a new remote access Trojan malware spreading through Chinese gambling websites. The new malware, named BIOPASS, is disguised as installers for Adobe Flash Player or Microsoft Silverlight. After these fake installers are installed, the malware is put inside the JavaScript of the website's online support page. BIOPASS has the same capabilities as any other malware, like remote desktop access, file exfiltration, and shell command execution. But unlike other malwares, BIOPASS can also establish a live streaming to cloud service under the attacker's control and live stream the victim's computer screen. The researchers at Trend Micro suspect that this malware is connected to the Chinese hacking group APT41 and warn users to only download apps from trusted sources. Moving on. A student at Stanford created a project designed to crowdsource ransom data. Jack Cable, a college student and security researcher, launched the project in hopes of providing public transparency when it comes to ransomware. The project, named Ransomwhere, is designed to track payments to Bitcoin addresses associated with known ransomware gangs. Ransomware managed to collect information of over $60 million in crypto transactions connected to ransomware gangs so far. Jack is looking to connect with other security and blockchain analysis companies to increase the amount of data shown on the website. Jack hopes that ransomware will help the cybersecurity community and government entities understand how to create better ways to fight ransomware attacks that just keep on growing. Now for our CVE of the week, a critical RCE in SolarWinds SerView. After the massive SolarWinds hack that shocked the United States on December 2020, the company has come to face some new security issues. Last week, Microsoft discovered that SolarWinds has a new zero-day vulnerability that is being exploited. This new remote code execution vulnerability is connected to SolarWinds SerView product line. The vulnerability allows attackers to gain privileged access and execute malicious code on systems hosting vulnerable SerView products. Microsoft claims that the vulnerability isn't being exploited widely, but there's still no estimate on how many customers are affected. SolarWinds say there's no evidence that this vulnerability was exploited during the December 2020 attack, and issued a hotfix for the vulnerability while they are working on a long-term patch. We advise you to implement the hotfix as soon as possible and protect yourself from becoming the victim of another attack. That's it for now. More details about what we just mentioned can be found in the description below. Don't forget to follow us on our other channels to keep up with the latest news and advisories.